I want to make a video to explain how all this happened. You can see here in the wall, it said that there's the word liar. I did this the day I was arrested. I had lost my mind completely because, there's a liar that I live with. And how much is lies? I remember he told me this story. He told me it with a smirk on his face. I thought he was talking about me because I used to be a liar. Now I'm as honest as can be. I'm going to do that in court. But this, he manipulates me. He coerces me. I can come up with, it's impossible to describe the depth because he makes me sound like a crazy person. Yeah, because, who puts fucking liar into the fucking wall? That's how emotionally dysregulated I was. That's what he does to me. But I love him because he's helped me so much. And there's more to this. He might be my CIA handler, but I can't say that because it might fuck up the court case, he said. Maybe. Is my memory good? I don't know. I just remember, I did this so I could remember. Don't give in to him again. I did, and here we see this is broken off. I broke the one mirror. One day, he had prepared a dinner. I got a bunch of stuff. I have to get it because he won't go into any store or anything. But yet at the same time, despite his vows, he will use my card on Amazon, and I don't have a choice in this matter. But like he made this meal, the big meal, a whole pot of it. I had one serving. And then I did stuff in my room for a little bit. I come out for another meal. He's gone on a bike ride, he's eaten it all. Like it sounds so petty. Oh, my life partner, he ate so much. This is what he does. Like there's going to be some bullshit about food scarcity. Yeah, because he will buy. We will buy, or however fucking it works at any given time, because it's evolved modularly. Everything he does is changed, but it's built off itself. And I forgot where I was going with that. But yeah. So like food scarcity, we'll get food, and then he'll make 6 meals. And then the next day he'll make 5 meals. And then he'll make 2 meals. And then 1 meal. Then 0 meals. 0 meals. And I'm not allowed to use the kitchen. Well, now I am, because it's evolved modular. We're in a different module now. But there was, a long period where he was just, in, the kitchen. I wasn't allowed to be in the kitchen. Or, there was always something. And there were times, yes, that, I could grab a snack or something. But, like, I can't describe what he does. He's too skilled at it. At playing dumb, at, just narcissistic manipulation. And that's where we come to this thing. We did this. We careened into the wall. I had put him in a chokehold. I didn't mean to do that. It just happened. Because there was a struggle, because there's a story to this. And he wakes me up before the crack of dawn. He's more cheerful than anyone could be. He's like obnoxiously cheerful. He jumps on me, and he says he's going to prepare my favorite meal. I say thank you, and he goes. And the next thing I know, the fire alarm's going off. He got the idea to wash his pants in the middle of cooking this, so he caught fire. And then and then he made a second meal. He made it spicier than I cannot handle spicy food. He made a meal that's so spicy. Like he's doing all this deliberately. Like I pick up at some point. He's doing this deliberately, and like he threw out my cigarettes. He did so many things, and then he's in my bed. Like after like all these things that like I realized he's doing all this intentionally. And I come in and he's in my bed, and he's never done that before. He's never done that since. And he's just I then no place, and so I need my I need my safe space to process. He won't let me have my safe space sometimes, or just to isolate so I can process emotions. And that's one of the things he does to manipulate me. He doesn't let me process emotion. He just keeps escalating. And he's in my bed, and I say, Joe, can you please get out? And he's no, I'm passed out. And that set me off. That set me off. I'm sorry. I can't. And here we see. These happened at the same time. I headbutted the wall. Because I'm a completely insane, crazy person that likes headbutting the wall. I do that of my own volition. Obviously, that's sarcasm. But the door's broken. This I had to close. He was harassing me for like I didn't have the door locked, and he barges. I jump up from sleep and can get the door. So that's where that comes from. But the lock itself. I used to be able to lock him out of my room. And one time, he stood outside my door for 7 hours. Vic, I need to talk to you. He was chanting, Vic, I need to talk to you. He took breaks for, to use the bathroom, to smoke, but he was out there for 7 hours. And so, after that, maybe like a week after I was out, I come back, and the lock doesn't work at all. I ask him what happened, and he's ignorant. He doesn't know what happened. There's another headbutt. Here we see more of the. Oh, there's one. God damn it! I don't want to kill it. It's bad to kill beings, but I also don't want them living here. But this is broken. The fucking it got installed. There was a shelf up here. There was a shelf up there. I was installed. I was taken to the hospital like the day after or something. I get out of the hospital. The shelf's missing. The machine, and we saw like the next week the machine doesn't work. This just disappeared one night. This one I tripped and I broke it when so it also didn't matter because. They tore this whole wall down to install this thing. And there's the ants again. This right here. He did this on the second day we were here. He tore these off and put the tape there. And there's we have the broken part here. I threw something at him, and I hear people the abandoned house. The abandoned house. No, and Here's more headbutts. Because I totally want to, headbutt a steel box. And, I did that here. And his mom gives me shit for this. I bring up all these manipulation tactics, all these, deception tactics. And she waves that off with the hand. So obviously that must be normative in his family, which is how he must be this good. Because, I'm real good at getting angry. Wonder where I got that from.